Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Oh, that's what it was. So I didn't want to touch anything because that's what. Okay, all right.
Testing 1 2.
Keep it right there. Okay, thank you. And bring these down here.
What about that middle one right there?
This is the one he said. We ain't touching nothing else.
The middle one? That's what the one you're talking about?
This one, he said, he pointed to it when he was doing it.
All right.
Okay.
You ain't turning it up anymore?
He said leave it like that.
Okay. So we're ready.
Yeah, go ahead. You can start talking like you always do.
Okay. I'm going to start again. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everyone. But welcome to the JD Love Show on Philly Hot Radio. I'm your man, JD Love. And tonight, as always, our goal is to capture your hearts and minds with
Straight honest talk. You just like saying that, don't you?
I just like saying it.
He just likes saying it. Welcome to the JD Love Show. This is Miss TT on the microphone on Sunday afternoon, chilling with JD Love in the studio. We busting it up. We got a couple of hot topics we want to discuss with you today. We welcome your call in. The call in number is 484-477-6348. You can call in and join the conversation as we have straight honest talk. So we both throughout the week decided that we would look up a couple of topics and just be informed about it and be able to have a conversation. And JD has a topic.
Yeah, but before we get started on the topic.
He has a special announcement.
Yeah, I have a personal announcement. I want to send my peace and blessings and love out to two dear friends of mine, Shirley and Chris, the Whitakers. I just want to say, I just want to say to Shirley, God bless you, and I just wish you and your family a lot of blessings and love and peace. And this time, I know you lost your son Thursday, August the 13th, and I just want to say to the Whitaker family, that I'm real sorry to hear that. I just heard it this morning, and I just want to tell you that Shirley, just remember, the love that you had with your son, it definitely goes with him, and the love that he left behind, it'll stay with you. I just wish you, the strength is just to stay strong and know that God is always with you. I know you know this, and just stay blessed. And just remember, the good times, and, just hold on to that. And, there's no words that anyone really could say. Sometimes you struggle to try to find the right words, but just know that from JD Love and JD Love family, yes, that we just want to say, peace and blessings to you and your family and in this difficult time, and wish you the best, and to let you know that, Miss TT and myself, we also had some loss in our family that was dear to our hearts, and we understand and know that even in this life circle, that when you lose someone, especially someone dear to your heart and close to you, it's a trying time, but like I said. We know God doesn't do any wrong, and sometimes when we're going through that, and we sometimes as humans we question and ask why and stuff like that, and we don't fully understand the impact or why certain things happen. But just remember that lean and trust in God, and He'll bring you through it. He'll bring you through it, and just remember that
He will.
That love that you gave to your son, it would definitely, it definitely go with him, and he definitely leave his love with you behind, and y'all will meet up again, So I just wanted to say, peace and blessings to you and your sister and your family, the rest of your family, the rest of the Whitaker family, and may your son continue to live on in heaven. And I never got the chance to personally meet him, but I know he comes from a good stock. He comes from a good family, and I know Shirley, his mother, she's a dynamite, beautiful person, beautiful lady, and so is his aunt, Chris. And I just wanted to say, y'all know y'all have my heart, and have a piece of my heart, and I just want to say, stay strong, and I love y'all. Peace.
That's good, Jay. So serious.
Yeah,
That's a serious.
It's serious, trying
especially
to find
when you're dealing
words.
with people that can't really relate.
Yeah.
So you just want to just be there for that person, just in case they may need to call.
Right.
Or like I heard the man say on the TV last night, he said, "I'd rather them see my missed call than me not call at all."
Right.
So you check on the person. Just be there for the person. Just keep them in your prayers, and it's just something that it's just that time.
Yeah.
It's just time has to go past.
Yeah.
And this week, I mean, it's just really it's a lot. It's a lot, but we send our condolences.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you in our prayers, and
right.
we just have an encouraging word even at this time of the grieving. Just that JD Love Show was here with some peace and blessings, like my brother said.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And to all those that have lost someone and someone dear to their heart, and still. You could never, it's hard to say goodbye to that person or that loved one, but you just have to, learn to accept what you can't change, basically, and that's what we all have to do,
Right. And then celebrate those good memories.
Celebrate the good memories.
Celebrate those good memories.
Because you have a lot of those,
Right, and then stay close to family.
Yeah, stay tight with family.
Stay close to family.
And friends.
Right. Yeah, sometimes friends be the family, but just stay close around people. Just stay in love. Mm-hmm. Stay around love.
Yeah.
Stay around love.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, I just wanted to say, again, from myself and Miss TT that, just peace and blessings, and we hope that you find some comfort in knowing that you're surrounded with people that care and loved ones, and I would say that you will God will hold you and keep you in his arms, and he'll help ease the pain. And I know that it's something that will never death never dies, you never lose that love, So,
right. Life never be the same, right?
Right. That's true.
Right.
Definitely. So,
my granddaughter listening.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's what's up.
So, also, and speaking of difficult times, I have a magazine here. It's called The Web.
Now, can you advertise? Can you advertise?
Am I advertising?
Oh, you advertising? Can you advertise?
I'm not advertising. I'm just going to talk about.
You just lifted it up, so that's like advertising. We had that conversation, and he came and did the same exact thing that I said don't do.
No, listen, I'm not advertising anything.
Okay.
I'm not.
So when you take the magazine and hold it up, that's called advertising.
Well, no, listen. I just want to make sure that the words that are coming out of my mouth, people don't think that it's coming from me.
You can refer to the article.
That's what I'm referring. Right. That's
leave the article over there.
Okay.
You got your notes. You got your notes. Get on my nerves.
Hey, listen.
Don't do this, Jay. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay.
Listen, the corona. I don't even know where to begin.
I have an article. I capped you up. I said we both read some articles.
But they didn't hear us then.
No. They heard us.
They didn't hear us then.
They heard us.
But listen, in this article, they talk about the coronavirus myths and facts. And I know there's a lot of things people are worried about, people are saying, people don't, know. And like myself and Miss TT, we are still trying to put the puzzles together just like everybody else. And it's not something easy to do and understand because we never been in this situation, especially in our lifetime.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We never been in this situation, and it's what can you say? It's devastating. It's shocking. It's uncomfortable, to try to get used to living this way. And I know one of the things that bothers me the most is this mask.
That walk back to the car.
Mask. I had to actually go back to my car.
The walk back to the car to get the mask.
To get the mask because
that's part of the whole workout.
True, because I usually, that's where I said to a friend of mine that I leave my mask in my car because I'm always seeing, if I leave it home, forget it. I'm going to forget it. I leave it in the car, so I always I always have it to, I walked away from it a few minutes ago and I said, oh man, I seen Miss TT with hers. And I was like, oh Lord, let me go back and get my mask. I had to go back to the car, get my mask, and it's just one of those things that you just,
Wait a minute, let me add this part. Didn't he check all 4 doors again? I never heard somebody click the lock on their car and then walk around and check all 4 doors. This is what I'm dealing with.
Hey, listen. I wasn't checking all 4 doors.
I watched you. I said he's doing it again. Wait a minute. He parked his car up the street, then he found another parking spot, and then he did it again.
No.
I know he did. But he did check the passenger side.
Yeah.
He checked all the back doors. He checked the back door.
Yeah. I want to make sure I ain't leave somebody behind.
Jay, wait a minute, Jay. Wait a minute. Because I'm just picturing you doing this, so let me just get that.
I want to make sure I didn't leave somebody behind. I might have left somebody.
After you click the lock is over, okay?
Yeah.
Just for future reference.
Yeah, I might have left somebody behind.
Okay, so getting back to these myths and facts, right?
Yeah, myths and facts.
So let me ask you this, right?
Okay.
Who made up the myths and facts list? Like, are they doctors?
Yeah,
Incredible.
Yeah. It's
they come from the Doctor magazine that you held up earlier.
Yeah, they came from the Doctor magazine. They came from
the Doctor magazine.
McGovern Medical Associates.
Okay.
They, this came from their article that's in this magazine. And their article in this magazine, and they actually talk about the myths and the facts and stuff like that of coronavirus, and I guess what
but
people
can we
believe.
really believe what they say?
I'm not saying we could believe it,
You just want to have a talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because it's a lot of myths, there's a lot of facts out there. To be honest, I don't think anybody knows really what's going on. I think they just filling in the dark, trying to see what works and what doesn't.
I think they know full well what they doing.
Yeah, you think so? Mm-hmm. If it's man-made, sure. Mm-hmm. If it's man-made, yeah, they know what's going on.
Yeah, when I seen it on the back of the Lysol can, I was done.
Right.
And like I said last time we were here, I'm sure that back in February that I had it, and I didn't go to the doctor.
Right.
But when it did actually come full blown out into the media, then I was like, wow, that's what I had. And when I talked to a couple of people, they saying like from back in November or December, flu season, that because didn't have anything to treat you with. So people were like going to the hospital and then coming right back home without any medicine or real diagnosis,
Right.
you know. And I think then is when they were like gathering the information and taking those little polls they do and practicing medicine, as they say. That's why that's why when after they finish school, they never leave that part out. They always say, as a disclosure, I'm practicing medicine.
They practicing medicine, huh?
That's what they say. That's their disclosure.
Yeah.
So if something go wrong, look, I was only practicing.
Right. Right. Yeah, they gotta leave that little
Any
window.
lawyer say I'm practicing law.
Yeah.
Right?
Practicing law. They need
So
that.
can you practice the myth and fact list, please? Practice that.
Well, this is
Because mine's is a humdinger. They gonna call in on this one.
This is I think this is a myth. It says drinking water every 15 minutes will. Wait, you got me laughing.
Drinking water every 15 minutes to do what?
It says drinking water every 15 minutes will help prevent you from catching the virus.
Right, because you're gonna be in the bathroom.
Huh?
You're gonna be in the bathroom the whole time.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes throughout an hour, right? So that means where are you when you're doing this?
Where are you? What?
Where are you? Like, are you at home? Are you at work? Should you do this everywhere? Like, say you're driving down the street and 15 minutes pass and you don't have no water.
Right.
I'm just messing with you, Jack. I'm just messing with you. Because you're serious about it.
And
I don't believe nothing the media say.
Right.
I'm not even going to lie. Go ahead.
It says this, okay, that's supposed to be a myth. Drinking water every 15 minutes will help you prevent. You got me messing up over here. Drinking water every 15 minutes will help you prevent. Will help prevent from catching the virus, right? And then it says a fact. This falsehood making the rounds on social media is based on supposed evidence from Japan doctors treating COVID-19. Its premises: drinking water flushes the virus into your stomach, where acid kills it, thus preventing it from making its way into your windpipe and lungs.
Right, so that means that you would already have to have the virus,
Yeah.
right? So what about the people who wasn't diagnosed with it? Are they supposed to still, what do the instructions say? Everybody drink this water? Or once you've been diagnosed with it, then you drink the water every 15 minutes?
I don't know. This is
So this is what I'm saying. It's their magazine.
And yeah. And
Go
then,
ahead.
Then it's no evidence exists to support this claim. Though there is good reason to drink plenty of water to prevent dehydration while you're sick, it is very important to stay both hydrated and well rested when recovering from any infection. Susan Wooten, MD, Associate Professor of Pediatrics at McGovern Medical School at UT Health and Infectious Disease pediatrician with UT Physicians, said in a news release.
Listen, I'm telling you, this is the JD Love Show, right?
This is.
I don't know how big our audience is, but all that you're doing right there,
Yeah.
don't stop. Don't quote nobody.
But this is what they.
We're
this
not
is what they
professionals.
said. I'm not saying we
don't do
professional, but I'm just saying what came out of the article.
Okay.
If people want to call in and comment,
So
the line is open.
somebody know her, they be like, yo, somebody's on the radio saying what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. JD Love Talk Show. Here's the call-in number.
That's the call-in number.
Let's get the call-in number.
Yeah.
484-477-6348. You can call in and join in with JD and his illegal activity.
I ain't doing no illegal activity. I'm just saying listen, I'm just reading what the people wrote here.
Okay. Go ahead. Miss TT, she over here. When they come get you, I'll start the Miss TT show. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just playing, Jay, but
is
go
this
ahead.
a fact? Do you believe this or?
The water thing?
Yeah.
I think that the last part, you know, we're supposed to drink water anyway.
Right,
Our
you're supposed to
body
drink
is
water.
75%
But
water.
do you believe the part where it says drinking water flushes the virus into your stomach, where acid kills it, thus preventing it from making its way into your windpipe and lungs? Do you believe that?
So the reason why I don't believe that is because if you're drinking water, right? Now, unless they're saying that once diagnosed with the disease, not a disease. What is it called? What is it called?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. Okay, so seriously, if it says that once you're diagnosed with it, that you should do this, but then it goes on and contradicts itself and says that this is what you should do anyway.
Right.
So if a doctor diagnoses a person with COVID-19, does he say then we need to start this regimen of drinking water every 15 minutes, and that's what's going to flush it down your system? Because the art is like too broad.
Yeah.
Because it's too broad.
Go
So
ahead.
go ahead, it's too broad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, when this first came out, I heard something like that, and I almost,
Warm water though. They kept saying warm water.
I kind of, was going with it,
Drinking water.
drinking water. I got my water here. I'm like this here, I'm drinking it like crazy, you know what I mean? Look, I'm ready to promote the water. Look, I'm like this here.
Yeah, like you do everything else.
I'm ready to promote
Deer
it.
Park.
You know what I mean?
Now you done hung up the Deer Park bottled water.
I'm ready to throw some advertisements because
I cannot.
I was drinking, water like crazy, and I drink water, period. And I was thinking like, hey,
You was making sure you drank more. So
Yeah,
just in case if you came in contact with it,
right.
then that meant that. But I'm looking at it as far as it just being like limiting, and it's just being like you're focusing on it too much now.
Yeah.
Every 15 minutes, I gotta make sure I drink some water, so it could flush down in my stomach and la 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 la. But like I said, if you were diagnosed with it and they said this was the remedy that they wanted you to do the remedy for it, as far as flushing it, But my thing is, first of all, if you can't tell me where it came from, you can't tell me how to get it, really. Right? You can't really tell me that. And then how you gonna tell me what to do to get rid of it? So I really, I'm done with that part because the water thing.
All
We
right,
supposed to drink water anyway. So.
Let me ask you this: there's another myth out. I'm not even going to go into the whole article, but I'm gonna just give you the headline part. There's another myth. Using hot water to wash your hands will remove germs better than cold water. Using hot water, I'm sorry, did I say that? Using hot water will remove germs better than cold water. Which one you believe?
Well, I thought it was the soap.
Yeah, it's the scrubbing, because
Right.
they do say it's the scrubbing that
Right.
actually does it.
Right.
It's really the mechanical scrubbing action that's cleaning your hands. That really, it's not so much that, because why I say this here.
Can you stop touching me?
Listen, because I want your attention.
I really need you to stop
Why I'm
touching
saying this, because when you wash your clothes, most people like to wash it in warm water or hot water, right?
Right.
They really want to use cold water because they feel like, it's not going to get as clean or whatever. And that's not necessarily true. You put enough detergent in there, I think, and whether it's cold, hot, whatever, your clothes is going to come out the same way. It's going to come out clean.
Right.
Do you believe that?
I believe that if you washing clothes,
Right.
and you put the laundry detergent in it, yeah, so your clothes come out clean. So
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Because when I'm comparing it, I'm saying if you wash your hands in cold water.
Oh, the temperature. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It don't really matter. The same way with your clothes. If you do hot water, warm water, cold water, it's still going to come out clean.
Right. I think it's the actual soap and water combination, and you wash your hands for a certain amount of time. I do believe in that.
Right.
But like we said last time, some people just start washing their hands, so we don't even know how deep that is.
Yeah. And I heard somebody said something crazy on the radio this morning. I'm not going to say we're stationed and all that.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to go through all that because my legal counsel over here may think I'm pushing the envelope too much. I'm not even going to say where this information came from.
Okay.
But on the radio, I heard someone say that it's more important to wear your mask than it is to wash your hands. And I'm like, what? They actually said it's more important to wear the mask than to wash your hands. And I'm like, are they crazy?
Why not do both?
Why not do both? But
they both seem equally important to me.
What they were saying is that it's more important to have this mask on than it is if you forget to wash your hands. Don't worry about it. Long as you have your mask.
That's because they are some of the people who we talked about last time who just began to wash their hands.
Yeah,
right. So they know that sometimes they forget to wash their hands.
Yeah, to me that sounds nasty because the reason why I say
I was trying not to say that.
I'm gonna say it. It sounds nasty, and the reason why I say it sounds nasty because your hands have to touch the mask.
Right.
And if your hands are nasty, crummy, have dirt on it, feces on it, whatever, you know what I mean? And you go to put your, hands on your mask, guess what? You just transfer all that stuff onto your mask anyhow.
Right.
So how the hell is your mask more important than washing your hands?
Right.
When I heard that stuff, I was like, this guy is crazy.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean?
Whoever he is, that was so off.
Yeah.
So which one of the truths they got?
Because equally, both of them are important.
Right. They not one is more important than the other.
Right.
They go together, and everybody touch their hand. Their hands touch your face.
Right.
Regardless if we didn't have this pandemic going on,
right?
Our hands touch our face.
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta wash your hands.
Yes.
And now that we have to wear the mask, put the mask on.
Right.
Use wisdom.
Yeah, use wisdom. Definitely. Because you should be washing your hands all the time.
Especially people that suspect doing other stuff with their hands.
With their hands, yeah. That's true.
Nasty. I didn't want to say it, but since
I said it,
I could say it.
I'm gonna tell you.
And he
nasty.
Now listen.
Nasty.
And he was on the radio live like we are.
Right.
So look at the information that he was giving out.
Right.
And where did he get that from?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he read a magazine or something. I don't know.
Maybe he read a magazine.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe he read a magazine.
I don't know.
Put the magazine up. Put it up.
Maybe he had his facts all screwed up.
Yes.
Because that's
really
to me that sounds crazy.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff. People were drinking bleach at one time. Remember?
That's crazy.
Right?
Drinking
You
bleach?
never drank this stuff before.
Right. Why would you drink it now?
Why would you drink it now? The smell alone. The thing that gets me is...
It's the smell alone.
It's the smell alone, right? And the fact that it comes in this white bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm quite sure somewhere down there it says, listen, if you get this stuff in your eyes... or
it burns.
It burns, and you got to flush it out. So if you get it in your eyes and you got to flush out, why would you ingest it? And why would you? What's up with that? You just going to drink it?
Well, sometimes when people in a position where people just it's supposed to be a leadership position and they out of control.
Yeah.
And people respect them. Yeah. Even though they know better,
right? They
still follow them.
Yeah.
Because that's the only answer I have.
Well, to me that's called dancing with the devil. And if you're that's stupid and you want to dance with the devil, guess what? He gonna dance your ass all the way to hell.
Well, wherever you go, I'm just saying that. Don't drink bleach.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just so many things. That's why when we were discussing that, you said that you read the article about myth and fact. I'm like, well, who even made the list up? Because They only give us stuff in bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces, yeah.
So, you know, now, and what was really throwing me off is when they had these dates. So, back in February, we're going to be doing, this is going to be happening in September, and this is going to be happening in August. Like, how do they have a date? I was just done. That's why I just basically stopped watching it. Like, don't tell me that this is going to happen on this date when this thing supposedly you telling me just came out of the clear blue sky. Right. So now when this date comes, this is going to happen, and when that date comes, that's going to happen, and here we are, it's actually happening. So now all these other things are going on because now it's getting ready to be election time. So now it's like somebody want to look like they the savior, somebody want to look like the bad guy, somebody want to do this, somebody. I'm just like, I'm just voting, and I'm just going to trust that God just do what's best for everybody. Right. And mainly me. Right.
Mainly you. That's a selfish way to look at it. Mainly you. Mainly me.
It is selfish, but sometimes I have my moments. and I'm entitled to my moments.
And you're a Christian woman.
I am Christian, and that, at least, listen, I am a Christian.
Yeah.
And what? And what?
Don't you supposed to, take care of your neighbor too?
Yeah, well, those who believe the way I believe, let me take it back. Go forward. Right. They didn't work out for the people of God.
Nah, I hear you.
How that sound?
Sound good.
Except for Jay.
It sound good. It sound good. Well, listen, I'm gonna hit you with another one. Okay. That people been saying it, and they still saying it today.
Okay, let me get a number out one more time. We gotta get a number out.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Get the number out.
I can do it. Okay.
Go ahead.
The call-in number is 484-477-6348. So you can call in and join the conversation. Right. JD Love is talking about the myths and facts of COVID-19.
Right. And if y'all have a myth or y'all have a fact or y'all know,
do you agree or not?
Or do you agree or
do
not?
You feel like I feel and be like next?
Yeah. this call in.
Myth and facts and all that.
And there's another myth. Like the coronavirus will disappear once the temperature rises. That's another thing. Because remember, at first they were saying in hot weather, once the temperature, in the summertime. Because when this came out, it came out in March, right? It came out in March.
That's what they tell us.
Right, that's what they tell us.
Right.
It came out in March. It was still kind of chilly, still kind of cold in March or whatever.
Flu season. Mm-hmm.
Right, and then and it kept saying once the summer hits, it's supposed to kill the virus. Well, we come to find out that in hot climates, it's just as prevalent and strong and knocking people out just as much.
But they knew that when they said that.
No, but they didn't at first.
No.
They didn't put it out there like that.
They knew that when they said that.
What?
When they said when it gets warm. See, it's all about planting different things into your thinking process. When it gets warm, then the amount of cases are going to drop because of the heat. Right. Well, when it got warm, we gave out money. We knew people was going to the beach. We knew they was going to be in the store shopping. Right. And we knew everybody was going to be going out, and everybody was going to be wearing their mask. And look what happened.
Right. Right.
So they knew that then. They and I don't know, I'm not saying who they are, but I'm saying those who put out this information, it seems to me that they knew then. So it's like to me, what we called it back in the day, like a sucker move, right? Like a sucker move, right?
Yeah.
Like we gonna play them. Right. So we're gonna prepare them because we're gonna send out this stimulus money, then we're gonna give out this unemployment money, and we know folk gonna be outside.
Yeah.
Because we done planted in their mind months ago. Wait a minute, we done planted in their mind. I could touch you because you done touched me.
Oh, Lord.
We done planted in their mind months ago that when it gets hot, that they can go outside.
Right.
Because guess what? When this corona, when they shut everything down, and like mainly like March, they could have did all that in March. right? Because we couldn't go nowhere, they locked us down. But slowly and surely, they start opening up things, opening up businesses, and boom. So we want to stimulate the economy. So we're going to start doing this and doing that. I don't believe nothing that they say when concerning this. It's the same thing like when HIV/AIDS came out, right? They had everybody just so scared about this, like you couldn't even be around a gay person or bisexual or all those letters they got, that you couldn't be around them, you know? When that wasn't true. But you want to just cause chaos and throw fear in the atmosphere, right? And everybody's all over, and all these things. Okay, let me just say, all these things are like unseen things, right? And so as a Christian, I believe in the spirit realm. So when you start saying all these different things, they're all in the atmosphere. And then when bad things start happening, oh my God, I can't believe this happening. But you speaking death into the atmosphere. So death happens through murder, people chopping each other up, and all that stuff is happening because of what's happening at the head of our government, because it is corrupt. I said it.
Did you not say the government?
The government is corrupt with a capital C.
Wow. So when they come knocking on your door, Miss TT.
Listen. They can come, right? They can come, right?
Right.
They can come. Right. They can come.
And what you?
What I'm gonna say? Y'all corrupt. They know they corrupt.
They come knocking on your door.
You think they don't know?
Listen.
You think they don't know, Jay?
Listen. I believe they do.
Okay.
I believe they do. But listen, you spoke, and when you was talking about the government, the corruptness, and all that stuff like that, you were saying something prior to that, or in the midst of all that.
What?
You were saying something about the stimulus.
Right.
You mentioned the stimulus.
Yeah.
Are we missing a check? Because from my notes, there was supposed to be 2 stimulus. It was supposed to be one May the 6th,
Listen.
and the other one was supposed to be May the 18th.
Don't get me started on that.
We're missing it.
Wait a minute.
Isn't a check missing?
How
somewhere?
you say you going to spend trillions of dollars, and by the time it get to me, it's only $1,200?
Yeah.
How did y'all get the first trillion and y'all split that? Because I know we got a lot of people,
right?
But it just didn't add up to me at all.
Yeah.
But hey,
listen.
I was able to sow.
Like I said, it's a check missing somewhere out there.
I don't know about no check missing. What you mean? What do you mean?
Because it was supposed to have been 2 stimulus.
When did they say that? That's what I'm saying. When did they say that?
When it first came out. It was supposed to be one the 6th and one on the 18th of May.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know.
I was looking for because we actually got the first one on the 13th.
I don't know nothing about that. Does anyone else know? You can call in at 484-477-6348 because JD Love will be hosting a
And please let me know where that missing money is at.
He's gonna lead the protest because this is the first I heard about a second stimulus.
Yeah, it was supposed to have been 2.
Listen, if you took that trillion and gave me 1,200, I mean, we couldn't even get like 20, 30 G's. Just the $1,200 out of $3 trillion. Right. So if they said it was going to be a second check,
it was supposed to be a second one.
Them got it.
It was supposed to be a second one. And the reason why a second one didn't happen, because they hurry up and open up everything. They was trying to hurry up and rush. Because you notice one time.
They wasn't never going to get no second one in the first time. They just sent that first one out. But then after they sent out all that money with the PUA, the unemployment, right? And They like, shoot, we done gave them
But-
like 10 grand.
but
We
you
done
know
gave
what?
them like 11, 12 grand.
I think the government owes me. Listen. I think they owe me not only the first and the second, but I think they owe me a third, a fourth, and anything else
Listen.
that needs to come. I think
Honestly,
they owe me.
we
'Cause
should have
I
been
paid-
we should have been getting something once a month.
Listen, because I paid, like yourself, I paid a lot of taxes, and I need my,
You need my, you
I need
Skrilla?
my- right.
You just Skrilla?
I need my half. You know what I mean?
They ain't giving up no half.
I need my half on the
You
table.
talking about some people that before you even get your check, they done took their breakdown,
Listen,
right?
I need
These are the people you talking about that we want them to be fair.
Right.
You don't never get to see all you made because they let you know we got ours.
right.
Right? So you want them to be fair?
I want them just to, give me mine. You know what I
They
mean?
not giving you. They not in the giving game. They in the taking game.
I know. I know. And it's it's sad, because
It is sad.
I know a lot of people can really use it, especially during these times or whatever.
Right.
So,
You can stock up on your lip gloss and all that.
yeah, I guess not my lip gloss.
Chapstick.
There you go, chapstick, not lip gloss.
Jacob stock up on his glossy chapstick.
So, like I said, I'm missing a check, and it should just keep coming. Don't do
Right.
It should just keep flowing.
Right. It really should have been like.
especially for the essential workers, because we're putting our lives on the line. We're out there. We have to do this, that, and the other. Not saying anybody else's lives is
I hear what you're
not
saying.
important. I'm not saying that, because all lives are important. But I'm just saying that, when you're putting yourself out there each and every day, and you're walking like kind of in the dark because you don't know who has what, and,
That's true.
And you can lose your job just like that, besides, more important, losing your health.
Right.
So I'm just saying that government.
I'm glad I already believe that I'm protected. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, what else you got?
Definitely. What else I got? Well, you don't want to hear none of this stuff because this stuff is.
You know yourself is crazy.
It's like crazy.
Like, let's just put this article out there. We're not, and the sad part about it is that, in my opinion, is that you have the opportunity to really, like, help people. Right? You got people that's really going through this pandemic that's really need help. Right? The mother, father, nobody is bringing home any income. And yeah, you did give out the unemployment.
Right.
And then you opened up stuff. So now it was stimulating hotels, rental cars, the gas station, just certain things. But people just needed money coming to them more often and
Right.
being consistent with the money. I just think that as a country, as a government as a whole, that we could have handled our people better.
Yeah.
As being as though who we say we are. I think that we could have handled this situation much better, and I just think that it kind of backfired because, in my opinion, I think it was just geared toward a certain group of people, and I think it just backfired. Because I always say, like, I know people always have the answer, the response to me, but if you have a group of, we have people that's in nursing homes, right?
Right.
They don't go nowhere. Why were they contracting this COVID-19 and dying like that? People say, well, people coming in, but they weren't dying. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but wait, let me get to my point. So now you got a big chunk of Social Security you don't have to pay. Listen, I don't care if they hear me or not. Now you got this big chunk of people that you're supposed to pay money to because they worked all their life. Now you don't have to give them nothing. right? I mean, if somebody got a response, you can call in and tell me or Jay off or Greg, whatever. Don't cuss us out. Because we hang up on people that cuss at us.
You said a certain group of people. Who?
Elderly.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's be honest.
Right. And then every time you turn around, they was pumping this flu shot.
Okay.
That's just my take on it.
Right.
You know, you tell the doctor you don't want the flu shot, but they done ask you about 4 or 5 times before you get to that door. And I'm like, would you stop asking me about this flu shot? And that may not have anything to do with it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But it's just part of the conversation. You know, it may not have anything to do with it. But I just always wondered why the people who don't never go nowhere were more susceptible to this virus. And the only thing they gave us was that you know, pre-existing conditions, elderly. Then they gave us an age group. Like, how do you know this age group? Is it because they like a testing experiment? See, don't get me started with this COVID-19.
Wait a minute. Let me say one thing. Let me elaborate on something that you're saying. When you said that the different groups and the age groups and stuff like that, at first, when it first came out, it was one particular group. It was older white men that they were saying, you know, is dying from the COVID or getting the COVID virus or whatever. And shortly after making that statement or saying that, it turned around, and then it became a minority concern or a minority thing. You know?
The minority came after the elderly.
Well,
but it's still like group test.
After the elderly, and the reason,
they said that we couldn't catch it. Remember?
Right, they said we couldn't catch it, and then first they said we couldn't catch it, and then it switched and it came like, oh yeah,
right.
we're dying at a higher rate.
So who's making all these decisions?
Right, we're catching it at a higher rate, and we're dying at a higher rate. My problem is, like with all things, it always seems as though I'm not, you know, playing the hate game here, but it always seems though that anything negative, people of color have always led the way.
So they say.
Yeah, so they say. And why is that?
So they say.
Yeah, so they say.
I just answered you.
Why we can't be in the winning column, you know?
We are in the winning column.
I know we're in the winning column, but according to certain individuals.
Because this is what's being put out into the atmosphere.
Into the atmosphere, right.
But it's not true.
But no, I don't think it's true.
It's not true at all. It's not true.
No.
And it's depressing.
Yeah.
So can you talk about something else, please?
Okay. Well, let's talk about something else.
Yeah. It's depressing. Because now I'm starting to get mad.
Oh, you're starting to get mad. I'm trying to get depressed. Oh. Like I give it. Oh.
I know you don't. That's why you brought this crazy topic up and you don't care.
But no. Let's get on to... I know you have some things that you wanted to talk about, wanted to discuss. I'm going to put this depressing stuff away and tuck it away.
Well, no, you don't have to tuck it away because it might go back together.
Okay, well, let's bring out some other things that...
Did you want to take a break first? We don't get to take a break because we was late coming
Won't make you depressed, huh?
It's 7:30, Jay.
It's 7:30.
It's 7:23.
Hey, we can't get a 5-minute?
For what? What you gotta do? Gotta go to the bathroom? Got a potty?
Hey, listen.
You gotta potty.
Hey,
Jay got a potty.
It's none of your concern what I gotta do, okay?
Jay got a potty.
It's none of your concern what I gotta do.
You gotta get the potty.
You want to carry it on? You want to carry it through, or you...
Say that again.
Huh?
Say that again.
You want to continue on, or?
Well, I mean, we started almost an hour late, so.
An hour late? We started
at least 35, 40 minutes. Well, that's an hour.
Well, in your time, that's an hour.
Just sip your water. It's been 15 minutes.
Sip my water. This is the problem.
It's been 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. Just go ahead and sip some water.
This is the problem.
Oh, you know what we forgot, Jay?
What's
Listen,
that?
so me and Jay, we decided that
What?
well, Jay decided, and I agree, because when we not here, he tells me off about, being
What?
bossy. So, the co-host. You want to talk about the co-host?
Oh yeah. We're gonna open up the doors to
To the church.
to invite someone to come sit beside us. And
Wait, don't say it like that.
what? How do you want me to say
Come
it?
sit beside us. What is that?
Well, come join us. How about that?
Woo!
How about that?
We are looking for a co-host.
Co-hosts to
And-
come join us and have well, technically they won't be sitting next to us anyhow, but
You ain't gotta say it like
but
that.
listen, no, we're looking for a co-host that would like to, a guest co-host, should I say?
Yeah, guest
A
co-host.
guest co-host that would like to come in and just spend maybe 2 hours every other Sunday and have some fun, some laughs, and also have some serious things to talk about and some serious statements and comments and opinions, because a lot of times that's what it is opinions, and also
Right.
not just that but some facts too, and that would like to join us and just get a chance to express themselves.
Right, and experience being on the radio,
Right, and experience being on a radio show,
dealing with JD Love,
and dealing with me, and of course Miss TT over here, because woo, woo,
he needs it.
woo. You see what I'm talking about, but
They don't see nothing.
So if anybody out there that's interested and would like to give it a shot, give it a try, feel free to hit the JD Love show at
What's the email? Pull out your business card.
I don't have the business card. It's in the car. It's in the car. You have it on your phone. The JD Love Show at gmail.com.
You know what?
Right. The JD Love Show at gmail.com.
I'm just gonna take over the show. I think my name should be included somewhere in the name of the show. You can put throw a T in there or something. JD Tata. Ta-da! See, I don't carry around your stuff because I don't even mess
You had
with
it. It was in your phone. Remember?
I don't mess with you like that.
Didn't you take a?
I just told you what it was.
Right. Excuse me. Right. So they want to come out and.
So what's the email?
Enjoy. It's a JD Love Show
At
at gmail.com.
Okay, see, he's making it hard. So let's start over. So we will be looking for co-hosts to come in. You can contact us via Facebook or Instagram. You can go to the Gmail account, JD Love Talk Show, JD Love Show, not Talk Show, JD Love Show at gmail.com. You want to give me a number so I can call you?
Give my personal number? Yeah, I'm going to give my personal number.
Listen.
Let me see. 267. 267. Somebody want me to give you a number so they can call you? No, do not call me. Please, do not call me.
Jay, I know, Jay. I know.
Because
But yeah, we're going to be trying people out. I have a couple people in mind I was thinking about. Jay's got a couple people in mind. Of course, we have my solo on. She just dropped her first video, Marae Solomon. So we're going to be having her on so she could sing for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True.
Sing Jay a lullaby.
right. And if they really want to hear, something,
Yo, you gonna sing?
I might sing with it.
Yo, listen.
You know what I mean? I might give a
Where
little
is the
something to
stop
go with
streaming
it.
button because this is not going to be a part of my day right here.
If they really want it,
I'm packing up now.
I may sing with it,
I'm packing up.
You know, me.
What you gonna sing?
Huh?
Me.
No, not me. I'ma let it flow.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bust it.
You want me to bust it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do the people want me to bust it?
I'm sure they don't, but
Do they
since
want me to
nobody's
bust it?
calling in, go ahead. We got the microphone. Break it down.
Do they want me to bust it? Do the people want to hear me bust it? Yeah. What? Is the line open? Is it? Okay.
It worked.
All right.
Nobody ain't calling in listening to us. Then they get off the phone and they be like, that was a good show.
Yeah, because we started late.
But it's okay. We're good.
Probably.
We're building an audience.
That's what probably.
Okay, so here's my topic, right?
Okay, let's get to your
I
topic.
seen this thing on Facebook. This thing, like, I have flashbacks. I used to be a dog person.
Oh, what? A dog?
If my nephew
okay.
was in my family, listen, I was a dog person. Like, I had pit bulls.
Yeah.
Me and
I
my
like
nephew,
dogs.
we raised pits, and we had like 5 dogs at one time.
Wow.
Yeah, we was. So
Okay.
my kids was in school at this time. So it says this story article that I read. And I found it on Facebook. The topic was somebody shared it on Facebook, and I, read it.
Okay.
So it says school districts votes to bring back paddling kids that misbehave. So they in 19 states in our country are doing this, or allowing for children, teachers, adults to paddle kids. But as I read the article, it said they might need a smack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the paddle was gone.
So the teachers are doing this.
The adults. Mm-hmm.
They're doing this to the kids. So really, what the teachers want, they want their ass whooped. Excuse my manners, because no parent is going to allow you to put your hands on their children like that. Seriously.
But the kids gonna beat you up.
Yeah, the kids gonna beat you up, and then the parents gonna finish you off.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Because this day and time, you ain't putting your hands on little Mikey, you know, James,
Little Tim,
little Tim. You know, little
Bonquisha.
Little Quisha.
Bonquisha, you won't put your hand on Bonquisha.
You're not putting your hands on them.
Listen,
you know what
all
I mean?
I see is, let me tell you what I responded. When I responded, I said, so now you gotta look at the big picture, because now you trying to open up the door for a law to be passed where we can lock up a whole family.
Right. That's
Right.
what it is. You're right.
Because when you got in trouble, and then and grandmom told mom, and mom came home, you end up getting like 2-3 beatings in one day for that one incident.
Yeah.
Right. So now when little Tim come home and say, the teacher hit me. The teacher smacked me in my face. Why? Because whatever, right? Because you don't even care what it is.
Right.
I don't care what my child did once you hit him. Right. I'll deal with them at home.
Right.
But now the mom coming.
Right.
Right. So now you got angry black mom up there.
Right.
You know they calling the police.
Oh yeah.
Right. Then when angry mom come home crying. Now, here come the dad.
Dad come.
Right? Now you got the uncles, the aunts, the cousins, right? Now they stalking the school.
Right.
Now you're going to lock all them up.
Right.
So that's how I responded to that.
Right.
Now, my question to you, Jay, is, I know you don't have any children.
Right.
Okay, so if the people don't want their child to be in this atmosphere where they can get paddled or smacked, then they don't have to send their child to that school.
True.
Right? So if you decide to do that, then basically that's on you, and you okay with somebody else hitting your child. Well, I understand that part. But let's say, for an example, that your child is in this school and the teachers say that they hit your child for not playing right, or didn't want to share.
Right.
Right. And then you do the parent. I'm thinking about the parent that says that begins to chastise the child more and be like, you should have listened to the teacher, and maybe you wouldn't have got this. Like, I'm trying to figure out who are these people that's allowing somebody to hit their child.
Right.
Like, what would you do in that instance? Because let's say we know we wouldn't send our child there, but let's say that they did, and your child come home with a smack, and you see the teacher handprint on their face and all that.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Because this show is about being honest. So let's go there. I mean, I don't want to.
Did y'all see?
I don't want to make people angry and play the
Jay making my stomach hurt.
play the race card or anything like that. But let's go there. Let's be honest.
If they could have just seen your face.
Let's be honest. First of all, it's gonna be a difference how this thing go down. You feel me? It's gonna be a difference of the different races. It's gonna be a difference.
Go ahead.
Hello, welcome to the JD Love Show. You're talking to JD Love.
Hi, JD Love. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hi, PT.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Who is this again?
My name is Kimberly. I'm calling.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi. I was just calling that I'm watching the show, and I don't know, the Wi-Fi is there, but it's like cutting off. But I was calling on the topic of the children and discipline.
Right.
I don't know if I believe in it 100%, but I do feel like
Hello? What happened?
Could you touching stuff?
Oh, great. I just moved it up this
Well,
way.
why you gotta move it?
I wanted to hear it more.
This is what I be talking about. He done unplugged the lady while she in mid-conversation.
Wait a minute. Let me get
Our
it back.
first call,
Hold on. We can get it back.
Shondo.
Let's fix this. And we're sorry about that.
Now we gotta all reboot up again. You. What they do in that emergency thing? Doo. I'm really cussing him out with doing that.
Don't cuss me out.
Jay,
Don't cuss me out.
what the wait? Gotta reboot.
Okay. Sorry about that, Miss Kimberly. You could call us back and finish what you were saying.
I wouldn't call you back.
What you mean you wouldn't call me back?
Hung up on me. What made you touch that anyway?
No, I was pulling it.
I am the engineer.
Oh, okay. Well, you wasn't
So,
doing your job.
what? All you had to do is answer her. Listen to it. First of all, she never even got to the point where she made her point.
Okay, well, she can call back.
Shit. He done unplugged the whole phone system.
I done unplugged the whole phone system.
Why even touch it though?
Get it back.
Now see, this is when you pull out the paddle and begin beating somebody. And we trying to conduct a radio station show, and he's lifting up speakers and pulling wires out in the midst of people talking.
Wait a minute. Sorry. She got cut off. Sorry.
Send me a paddle.
Send you a paddle.
A paddle. What is wrong with you? How you gonna put something together you don't even know what you did?
I think it's unplugged from here.
Hello? As long as y'all can still hear me, it's all I'm worried about. Because this person no heads on
Oh, here it is.
Kuka Luka.
Wait, I got it. I believe I have right here.
What's the song for him? Let me see. Let me think of a song. What's the song for JD right now?
What's the song for me?
Said oops, upside the head. Say oops, upside your head. Ain't not one light came back on.
Hold up.
Woo.
Oh, here. This is There we go. There we go. Found the quote. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Hold up.
Just my imagination once again
Oh, we got it.
running away with me.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's the wires loose. That's what it is. It's the wire loose. Okay.
I say Jerome in the house.
I said Jerome in the house.
Stop saying everything I say.
Wait a minute. It's the wire. That's what it is. That's what it was.
It was never the wire the first time, though.
It's the wire.
It was you. It was he who touched the speaker.
It was the wire. Hold up.
It was him. They gotta reboot.
I gotta stay in. This thing.
So anyway, let me get back to the article. Why you doing that? Cause you just.
There we go.
It says
It's back on.
at the time of enrollment,
It's
parents
back on.
sign whether they
Hello?
or not consent to the punishment used on their children.
It's back on.
They say it isn't meant for kids who forget their homework or those who didn't use the hallway pass.
Back on.
This punishment is for students who are purposely doing wrong things or bullying others.
Call back.
Or maybe don't you see me reading?
Okay, hold on.
Yo,
Hold on.
she got you a call.
Hold up.
Listen, I'm still doing my part. You could be talking to yourself over there.
The paddle thing. Hold up.
No, you about to get this cold water.
Hold up.
But why? Okay, so
Hello?
this is what I be talking about.
Hello?
This is JD Love Talk Show.
Yeah.
You can call in at 484-477-6348. As you can see,
Sorry about that.
he is a special individual
You got the number?
in need of attention
Okay.
and a paddle. So I'm reading to the audience what the article say, and you doing all this other stuff. If she gonna call back, she gonna call back.
Yeah.
Don't be interrupting me while I'm talking.
it-
Little creep.
You having a moment over there?
Yeah, because I'm like reading the story. I'm like, well, while you fixing your mess, let me, read some different stuff about the article. And
All right, well, continue on.
No, I'm done.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. You didn't hear because you wasn't listening.
All right.
Okay. I was just saying how which students they picking to do this paddling or smack. Right? So the idea is that they want to inflict pain. So I was trying to build up to this thing about that it eventually took us to slavery. Because it says that the idea of corporal punishment is to deliberately infliction of physical pain by hitting, paddling, spanking, slapping, or any other physical force used as a means of discipline. Right?
What?
Why did you unplug it again? Is it broke?
No.
Somebody told me to deliver this message. He messed up the speaker. That's the message. It's just saying that other organizations are not agreeing with the whole idea of corporal punishment. I think you should just leave that alone, because you... So anyway, maybe somebody could text me somebody that know me, know my number, whatever. Just give me a text or shoot an email to jdloveshow@gmail.com and give your ask your question or give your feedback or give me the information I need to get a paddle, because I need a paddle. I mean, it couldn't have came up at no other time. If I didn't know 2 weeks ago, I know now that I need some sort of paddle or some sort of like switch that it's just like an automatic ejection button or something that just be like bing, because this dude I don't even know. Jay, what is wrong with it?
It's the cord. This thing, see, it doesn't have that piece. So
Okay.
it lock in.
Are you sure you're putting it in the right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So put it in, right? And whether it stay or not, what's up with the, oh, there's on there?
Yeah, if I hold
That's
it,
probably why they don't want us to touch it.
if I hold it,
Let me see.
see,
You gotta hold it.
yeah.
All right, well, you won't be the one to hold it then. You hold it. Oh, you can't even hold it.
It's on.
Amazon, where do you get the pedal? Somebody calling. That's the new question. Where do you buy a pedal? Or install an injection seat?
It's on. Hey, yeah.
It's not
I
on,
tried
Jay. It's not on. It's not on. It's not lit up. There you go. Go ahead.
All right, do
Okay.
it again.
All right, well, yeah, you're right. Hang up. You stay. That's your job, to hold the phone together.
You crazy as ever.
Well, if you want to talk to somebody, you have to sit there and hold it. Everybody, they make you stand there.
There it is. Hello, Kimberly.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you, Kimberly, for
Sorry
calling
about
back.
Okay.
It's been a fun moment, but go ahead. Yeah.
Late 60s, early 70s, and to the 80s in grade school, so I am kind of telling my age. I don't sound it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know children back then engaged better, because if you knew you got in trouble at school, you knew you were going to get in trouble when you got home.
Right.
That's true.
Children that didn't get in trouble at home, they were unruly ones, the ones that didn't work.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like parents back then and our grandparents were more, cared more about how a child behaved, and we respected our elders. And I don't feel like they don't even respect their own parents. But I don't know if I believe in hardcore, like, beating someone down, but I feel like a good discipline should be at home, and that way when they go to
It
school,
stinks so bad.
and they know not to act a certain way. You don't have to do that. You can just, like, raise your voice or be stern, and they know that means.
Right.
That's true, too.
But do you agree that, or how you feel when it says like with different races or different cultures, the whole spanking thing is going to be viewed and is differently, and the reaction is going to be different? Huh?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I feel like now the reaction would be, like I said, a lawsuit or a fight.
Right.
Right.
Because
I don't feel another culture may have to do that. I feel like in the United States, we as a people have more freedom and we're a little bit more lenient. So, mean, I've never lived anywhere else but the United States.
Right.
I can just tell, like, because I've gone to, high school. High school is very multicultural. And, now my job, of course, and I can just tell people from other countries have a little bit more respect until they become really American.
That's true.
I just feel like we have a lot, we need too much freedom of speech and freedom of action here. But I just feel like I don't think like something in Africa or China or anywhere in England or any other place, there is unruly or disobedient. I think they have more respect, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's probably a different time now than it was even then. But
That's true.
Still, for like us here, that's different. I think the children get away with a whole lot more.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
But I don't have any children, but I did, and teachers, I don't know if I would like to be hitting them per se. I feel like that would have to be a last resort. I feel like the only way I would maybe allow it, if it wasn't like straight up like beating them, but if my child steps to them, okay, it can like give them a little snack or something, but first of all, I'm not perfect, but I know my children behave that way, so I would teach them at home first before they even go out talking. They have to learn
Right.
how to respect their elders, how to talk to people. They wouldn't even be doing those types of things, but it would have to be a last resort, but they would have to be spoken to and things like that. And my child would have to be honest and say, yes, I'm the one that put the thumbtack in the chair and all those types of things. But it would have to be really like, my child would have to be like this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
Jay, what you think?
So, what I think they need to keep their hands to their damn self. That's what one. I think they can discipline them to a point, but not put their hands on them. I think they can give them what they used to do back in the day, time out, or send you to the principal office, or suspend you, or anything of that nature. But when you go to put your hands and look at it this way. It used to be a time when you did something in the neighborhood and
Right.
something like that, the neighbor
Right.
would tell your parents, and guess what? You got double the discipline or the
Right.
the
Right.
butt whooping or whatever you want to call it, And the times that we're dealing with now, you can't even, if a neighbor come and tell your parent, hey, your child was doing this, that, and the other, first thing the parent going to do is, which is wrong, they're going to take, say, well, who you talking about my child and this, that, and the other, and that kind of stuff. So we're not living in the times where you can put your hands on somebody's child without, whether it's school, whether, half the time, whether it's the law too. But we're not living in times where you can put your hand on somebody's child and not expect any repercussions, because if it ever goes to a situation, where teachers are hitting parents, if the child don't hit you back, you best believe the parent is coming to you. They coming to see you, And I do like the old days when, your child did something, your neighbor come and tell you, hey, your child did X, Y, Z, and your parent actually believed the neighbor and disciplined you. I like those days because we need more of that today. That was the old school. That was just the best way of handling things, like a village. It takes a village to raise a child. We had that. We had that at one point. We had that in the 70s, it may be even parts of the 80s, right? We had that, but now, it's not that way. It's sad because we lost a lot of those good values that we had, You know, and if we still had those values today, I think our communities and our neighborhoods would be in a lot of better shape.
That's true. I agree with that.
You know?
They're not doing that now.
No, we're not doing that now. And we need to go back to those old schools, those old remedies, those old ways of doing things, and we could clean up our own neighborhoods. We wouldn't need the government, we wouldn't need the law or anything to come in and step in and say, hey, you know, let's correct this here because they don't seem that they can do it. No, y'all took the power out of our hands and put it totally in the child hands, whereas though y'all said, hey, if you hit your child or whatever and your child well, I call 911, you know? Back in the day, you want to call 911, you had to think about, you know what, you know, my dad got a mean left hook. You know what I mean?
We didn't even say that.
Or whatever, huh?
That was that generation after us.
Yeah.
Our generation didn't say I'm
I
calling
know. I'm
911.
talking about our generation. I didn't say that. I'm talking about the generation now.
Right.
The generation now. That's the thing that they are, you know, quick to pick up the phone. But
They're
our
afraid to get in trouble now. They don't care.
Yeah.
You'd be afraid. Am I going to get in trouble?
yeah, and there's too many parents that are afraid. You know, if I do something, if I discipline my child this way, or, you know, spank them or whatever, am I going to get in trouble? You know, back in the day, I'm going to tell you, whew, listen, my dad, God rest his soul, my dad laid down the law. You feel me? And
I was afraid to say anything back then.
yeah, and you know, it was deep. You know, it's a lot different today. You know, that's why kids know that they have the power. See, when we were coming up, the parents had the power. It wasn't no, you know, making a bargain. It wasn't no bargain chips. Now there's bargain chips. It's like, oh, if you do this, I'll do that for you. If you do this, you know, a lot of times, and I want to say this here, Bernie Mac, God rest his soul, has said this one time. He said this here, and I'm going to quote him in the way he said, we have become some punk parents today. And that's true. In some cases, a lot of us have become some punk parents. You know, we making deals, you know. We you know, trying to be nice. We trying to bargain.
You trying to be nice.
You know, we trying to bargain. He said, and this Bernie Mac has said this, you know, we became some punk parents. You know what I mean? And that's for damn sure we became some punk parents.
Could you not use that voice?
You know, a lot of times it's sad, you know, and not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but, you know, quite a few of us have, you know, dropped the ball, turned our heads, you know, whatever the case is, too afraid. And that's practically, a lot of times it has to do with the legal system. They just afraid that if they step outside of their zone, that, you know, they're going to, you know, get the Gucci bracelets, so to speak. You feel me?
The Gucci bracelet.
The Gucci bracelets, you know? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, you know, they scared. They're scared
So
to
this
react.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up which states
You know?
they are.
You know, do you agree or disagree?
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we're scared of our children today.
yeah. You know, and it's sad because I know from our generation, you know, it wasn't that way. We had a generation that, you know, well, I'm gonna say from y'all from Mr. TT generation, you know, I'm of the younger persuasion. No, no, but seriously, from
I ain't paying him no mind.
From our generation, it was a lot different. You know, it was a lot different than.
So maybe let me name the states and give you an idea. You got Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi. Those are the ones so far that I see that have this. They are allowed to use corporal punishment to discipline children from the time they start preschool until they graduate 12th grade. And these states are, and then that's what that was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, this all goes back to the fact that this all goes back to
There's no way coming to Pennsylvania. It would never work.
the law, again, the system, or whatever you want to call it, is took the power out of the parents' hands.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
What, they took the power out of the parents' hands?
I don't necessarily agree to that.
Why not?
Because as a person that works in the school, the parent has the power.
To what point?
Because
To power to discipline?
there are so many instances where the parents are suing the school for every little thing. So they have the teachers and the staff on wanting to walk on eggshells because their parent may sue. Their parent may sue. Their parent may sue. And so now it's like, so they got that much power, but they're not even, they are aware of that Johnny is out of control.
Right.
When he left out the house that morning, you knew Johnny was out of control. So when I call you and tell you that he gonna get suspended, and then you don't agree with it, and then now the principal and the teachers got to work together. What kind of strategy did we come up with to work with Johnny so that Johnny could maybe work through whatever he's going through, right? And that's why I say I don't think the parent was stripped in that capacity. So if your child or someone's going to call the police on you because they seen you beat your child or whatever, right? Then you got the police involved, and the parent may not have as much power in that capacity.
Right, in the law.
But
That's the law.
you got to take into consideration that they had that power at home already. You know what I mean? Like, they had that power at home, so...
Who had the power at home?
Listen, your kids don't just go out in the market and start falling out and having temper tantrums because they in the market. They do that at home.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So when you don't nip that in the bud at home, right?
Right.
Because, like, when the job description that I have, when I have to come and work with your child, that means you got issues.
Right.
So basically what the government is saying is that you don't know how to take care of your child. And so now we're going to put a one-on-one, and we're going to have this person, and we're going to have this person. We're going to set up this whole team to help you raise your child.
Right.
Now, when he go to school, we're not going to deal with his nonsense. We're going to paddle him.
So you agree with this?
No, I don't agree with it at all. But I'm saying that I can see the mentality of how it came to be about. Because this child is disruptive, and say you got 20 kids in the classroom. I'm not saying they should hit them, but I'm saying the mentality of how it comes about. That 19 states have adopted it. That this child is disrupting, that the teacher can't learn. So now the teacher, they say, well, what other alternative do we have? Well, maybe we could bring the paddle back, and maybe that'll get them in line, because he or she will know they can't do that here. So that's the mentality that I think that's behind it, that they want us to see, when the big picture to me is still all about a slavery mentality, because they say that they get the paddle for the amount of times that they did this misdemeanor thing.
Right.
So that means if a slave ran 5 miles, then maybe he got hit 5 times.
5 times, right.
Whatever. So, and they can do it from the time that they from preschool to 12th grade. Now you done trained this person to be a certain way. But the states that they mentioned are like southern states that maybe, I don't know where, if they are in African American communities, because you know how you got to go to the school in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, and even though the parents still got to sign off on it, but the fact that somebody think that they could hit your child, when they don't do psychological evaluations on people that work with kids. They don't do that. You don't know if they're having a bad day. You don't know if they've been abused. You don't know none of those things. That's why I wouldn't agree with it.
Right.
Because you may be having a bad day with your man or your husband or your baby dad or your
Right.
kid, and then you get to school and my child say one thing, you done smacked them.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's why I'm saying no, because no. No, because I don't agree with it. So I wouldn't be able to agree with it at all. But I do understand the reasoning behind it because people haven't the parental participation with school is like so small. Like you have a class for 20 kids and maybe 3 parents come up and talk to you about their child.
Right.
So now it's like, what do we do to help these other kids that want to learn? So I understand that part, but once they start getting more into the background of the adult that's going to be using this paddle, then I would, because you can pass the state test and the criminal background check and the FBI, you can pass all those things.
Oh yeah.
And still be a nut job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I passed a lot of that too.
I can't use the nut job. That's why you on phone duty holding a cord in the phone. But Kimberly, I agree with you to a certain extent, but it's just that when you have kids, you know your child. Like my son, somebody come back and tell me something that my son did. I know my son. If they said, well, he started some trouble, no. Now my daughter, I had to go, well, you know what, let me go see what's going on because I know sometimes she like that. I still don't want nobody putting their hands on her.
Right.
But you know your child.
Well, listen. Sometimes you're like that, and I'm ready to bring the paddle.
If I had a paddle.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you like that.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
anyway, Kimberly, I was saying that sometimes you just gotta just go with the flow of it as far as.
Huh?
I'm not really sure how I would feel about
Right. I mean, now that you look at it from that perspective, like, I don't know what this teacher, but some teachers are cool with the moms. Like, I worked at a school where this one teacher taught the child, the mom, and the grandma. Like, she had been there for a long time.
Right.
So she was like, you know your mom said whatever. So, because I ain't going to put it out there like that, but... You know, and so that child knew when they got in that classroom, they were straight up and down like 6 o'clock, you know? But then they know when they get into another classroom. But if the child knows that you're going to hit this, and I've been in a school where the kindergartners jumped the NTA. The kindergartners. But he on the walkie-talkie like, I'm down. And the only thing I could do is grab the kids that wasn't involved and take them to a safer area. So, you know, it really just depends. But I'm just really thinking about the states that they have incorporated this, and how, you know, are we being represented fairly down there? That if they say they got to go to this school here because. And then what if the parent can't read? You know, you got adult illiteracy issues too. What if they tell, you know, it's just so much goes into it that you just shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody else's child.
Right.
You just shouldn't. They couldn't even bring it to Pennsylvania because it would be chaos. You
Like
think they tore the city up?
Like I said, like I previously said, if they put their hands on somebody's child, just be expecting to get that ass, because that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? This be expecting it. I mean, you know, just you know, just.
These kids nowadays are not going to let you do that.
They not.
That's why I keep saying those particular states that have that incorporated in their law, like I don't even understand. I would have to do some more investigation, like what school exactly, where's the school, what's the ratio of, you know, the color ratio,
right,
stuff like that, because Pennsylvania kids aren't the only ones that'll fight you back. Right. You know? And what parent, and how do you tell your child, especially a teenager, well, if you don't do this, the teacher, you know the teacher gonna hit you. Right. Like, so. Right. So that's where the punk parent coming in. I don't want to see that it's 8 o'clock. Yes, Kimberly?
The kids know that. They know that their parents are going to come there and start a fight from them.
Right.
That's why they do it, because they know the parents gonna be more mad at the teachers, so they don't care. They're not afraid to start the trouble.
Right. And the
Right.
bad part of go.
They're troublemakers and why they troublemakers.
Right.
Troublemakers and they were
Right.
don't trust me.
Right. Right, because like I said earlier, you know Johnny is out of control.
Yeah.
So when
The seed of your seed, so they're like.
right. So you already know that. But I just thought that was just on Facebook. It was like people was having the little gifts up there with the gunshots. They was like people with a big foot. Like a foot up somebody behind. It was just I just was like, wow, let me see if we can bring this on to the show. But it was let me tell y'all, if y'all would have seen Jay's face when I asked him how he feel about somebody putting their hands on his kids, yo, I just could not stop laughing.
And I don't have any kids.
His whole jaw dropped like.
I don't have any, but I just could imagine. You know,
He was like, let me.
I just could imagine my son or daughter come home and say, Mr. So-and-so, you know.
Right, even in
Mr.
that, right,
Smith,
Jay, listen, they shouldn't
put their
get
hands on me.
it shouldn't be that they get to come home and tell you that, because at that time, like Kimberly was saying, it shouldn't be the first thing you do. So I should have got a call.
Right.
And so we were thinking about using the corporal punishment with Johnny, and you signed the paper that said that we can do that. But these are all the steps that we took to help to
Beforehand.
see it, to resolve the conflict, or
Right.
you know. And so by the time Johnny get home, Johnny should know that mommy and daddy about to tear that behind up, because
They went through all the steps.
right, they went
first.
through all the steps, and you just chose not to. Now I'm coming to sign Johnny out because I'm going to take Johnny home myself.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
You know, that's how it should go.
It should go.
Not, oh, well, we paddled him. He threw 5 blocks at 5 students, so we paddled him 5 times. No, because what was happening before that?
Right.
Like, what was going on? So.
I would want to do it like this if it were me. I would, if I knew what my child was like, I would want to meet with the parent in the beginning of the year, say my child will be here for that,
All right,
how
good.
their personality. If there's a problem,
You the one
I
called
would
it.
like you to discuss it with me and tell me what's going on first, and I would give them the okay or the not okay.
Right.
Decide on how we would want to handle it.
Okay.
Yep. So,
My child can be a little like spicy and not listening, so maybe you can call me and let me know, and it will give them the okay whether they should discipline or not. I wouldn't want them to just do it.
right.
But then it would have to be a certain type of discipline. You're not gonna get like a 4-inch wooden paddle and beat them to death.
Yeah, that's true.
Jay is crazy.
Give a little smack, they can have a little smack. They need it, they probably need it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Thank you for calling, Kimberly. We appreciate this conversation.
Yeah.
Jay said his fingers tired holding the wire, and because he done did something he didn't have any business doing.
No, don't
But
even
we
try.
do appreciate you calling in
Don't even
and
try.
being a part of the conversation with the JD Love Show. You done hung up again, Lord.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Breathe.
Got you little. I can't wait till we get off. I'm gonna tell you off.
Breathe.
Okay, so here's what happened. Let me recap everything. We had an awesome day on the online. We laughed and joke a lot. We really do, because Jay is hilarious. Okay, and he's still messing with this cord. Help me, Lord, help me.
Can somebody even put this thing is not sitting like it should.
We do we have adult paddles?
And they actually got us sitting under.
So somebody else, but listen, here's the thing, right?
Right.
When the lady first called in, right?
Right.
There was no reason for you to touch that.
Yes, it was.
Regardless of if it's broke or not.
Right.
All we had to do was listen and talk. It's in between both of us.
There you go.
Okay?
It's back.
All right?
Right.
So,
It's back on.
right, it's back on.
Right.
So don't touch it no more, right? And
But this is
you
actually
can do your
closer.
thing.
This is actually closer.
So I really, I enjoyed our time here together, Jay. We really, you do make me laugh. I'm telling you, you don't even have to be near me. I could just think about some of the stuff you do and just bust out laughing.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If y'all would have seen his face up close when I asked him about somebody hitting your child in the school, it's like his whole jaw just dropped down like, here's what we
can we? All right. Listen, we want to close it out tonight, and we want to thank the caller, Kimberly, for calling, and we appreciate your comments, appreciate your insight into the paddle beating contest, or
he needs a paddle.
hitting somebody, child.
Yeah, the corporal punishment.
Yeah, the corporal punishment. Yeah, we appreciate everything you said, and we definitely agree on. I just about
No corporal punishment.
no corporal punishment.
no corporal
I think we
punishment.
all see eye to eye on
Right,
that.
right.
Because, like I said, if if they decide to go that way and they bring that to Pennsylvania,
It wouldn't even make it.
It wouldn't make it.
The person that introduced it
wouldn't
would
make
get
it.
beat down.
It wouldn't make it because I strongly believe we're not living in those times where as though you can put your hands on somebody's child and expect nothing in return.
Right.
Because you will get that
And
behind.
then whose parents are signing off
taken
on this
care
thing?
of. It's,
Like,
it's
what
sad.
makes them do it? Is that part of, or see, they leave so much out of the article. Because I was thinking that maybe these kids are problem kids, that the parent would sign the paper to keep them out of jail or something.
Right.
Like there has to be some kind of carrot that's being dangled somewhere, because you can't even say it's a black and white thing because. There shouldn't be no such thing as like an all white school or a black school. So most of the schools, and then you talking about down south, I just think it's something going on to where the parent agrees to it, right? Or the parent allowed it to come into their school in the first place. Now that's where I agree with the Bernie Mac part about the punk stuff, because we ain't even having this conversation about you hitting my child.
Yeah.
So that's a punk. Like when it got introduced, no, shut it down, no.
Right.
But in all honesty, I just think that because the psych evals and the background checks and the person having a bad day and stuff like that is not incorporated with this idea of we're going to bring this paddle in. But it was a good topic, and we had a good time talking about it. And also your myths and facts about the COVID-19 was, they were good. They were good to a certain point.
They was only good because that's because you got sad. But
no, I
listen,
didn't get sad.
I
got mad.
Mad, sad, angry, whatever. But listen, I want to thank Ms. Kimberly, and I want to thank the viewing audience who got a chance to hear some things and maybe learn some things, or just maybe got a chance to think about some things. And for those who probably thought about calling, wanted to call, and just
He pulled the plug out.
Yeah, not because I pulled the plug out. Wanted to call, thought about calling, but just didn't do it. Just rather just sat back and listen and laugh and stuff like that. I hope tonight we entertained you, gave you something to think about, gave you some good pointers and
Right.
also some good facts and myths at the same time. And I just want to thank you again for joining the JD Love Show, joining myself, JD Love, Miss TT, and we look forward to seeing you again in about 2
more weeks.
About 2 more weeks.
Yeah, but Jay, let's
And
talk about the co-hosts again. We still looking forward to people calling, emailing us to jdloveshow@gmail.com. If you would like to come on and be a guest co-host, if you know someone, you want to recommend somebody, just shoot us an email.
Right.
And we'll get back to you. I will get back to you because this person does nothing. So,
I just oversee everything. But go ahead.
In name only. So we just look forward to seeing, entertaining the listening audience again.
Right.
Me and Jay, trust me, when we not on this microphone, we are the same because he is the same.
Lord, help me. Somebody help
we
me.
enjoy ourselves and we apologize
Help
for
me.
the technical difficulties. The speaker, all him.
Yeah.
The magazine holding up, all him.
She don't want to claim anything, but she did talk about the government, though. I just want to.
But I'll say it again.
Corrupt. All right. Now listen, seriously, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the JD Love Show. We hope we gave you a mouthful. We hope we entertained you. We hope we inspired you. Gave you a mouthful, an earful, everything. You know, it just gave you. When I say gave you a mouthful, gave you that pause when you wanted to say something but just couldn't find the words to say something. How about that? And we hope we gave you an earful of everything, just gave you something to, laugh at, and to say, nah, he didn't say that, or nah, she didn't say that.
He did.
But,
And once again, if anyone knows where to get an adult paddle from, you can send the email to jdloveshow@gmail.com because Jay needs either a paddle, a jack button, or something so he won't stop touching stuff.
Don't worry about that, people.
We had a good show.
But listen,
we had a good time.
Seriously, like I said,
Come join our show.
Come and join our show. You're gonna have fun. We clown sometimes. We're serious a lot of times too as well. And sometimes we even say some crazy things. Say some things that might be offbeat.
We want to make you think a little bit.
Might be offbeat, but our job is to give you just the realness of the JD Love Show and the straight honest talk.
Can I make this one disclosure?
Go ahead.
One short disclosure. We are not a couple.
No, not at all. We're far from that. Believe it. But listen, we'd like to thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to the JD Love Show. Have a good night and always be safe. Take care. God bless. And I just want to say again to the Whitaker family, Shirley, Chris, I just want to say love y'all, stay strong, peace and blessings, and always remember your loved one has took that love home, and you always will have that love in return in your heart. Stay strong, God bless, be safe, take care everyone.